Y'all don't judge all this in the back. You can, it's fine. Hell, like, yeah. Um, First things first, allegedly, well, it's not alleged, but we'll go ahead and say it alleged. Karen have not given Ray something he can feel. She has not slobbed on a knob, on his knob, in 2 years. Who's shocked by that information? Can he still even get it up? I mean, not trying to be funny, but I mean, it is. We all know, once you get a certain age, things starts to go down, and they start to stay there. So I mean, who's shocked by that? I've always said this. I don't know this to be true, but I've always said that I think that Karen got some younger man on the side. I've always said that. That's what she gives me. And I don't think Ray cares. Y'all see how quick Ray be pushing her out the door when she be going out of town. Ray don't care. And Ray is in his 70s. It's like, it is what it is at this point. He definitely still has a lot of living to do, but once you get in your 70s, it's different. I'm sure there's just a lot of stuff that it's no longer important to you. And I would imagine, and I don't think sex is at the top of Ray's list. And Karen still got a little bit more humping to do. So, whatever. Another thing, I really didn't. For some reason, Giselle's hair I didn't pay that much attention to. I guess just because everything on Giselle is always bad, so I just didn't pay no attention to it. But I really looked at her hair this episode, and what is that? How? I don't understand. Two of the most readable people in the world, Giselle and Robin, or Giselle and Ashley, always has so much to say about everybody else. But y'all are so... You cannot live in the glass house at the top of the hill and then throw stones at my brick house. How does that work? The whole village can throw rocks at your house, and it would go straight through, beloved. Like, I don't know if that made sense, but yeah, like I don't understand it. I do not. Her hair is atrocious. Her outfits are atrocious compared to everybody else. Giselle looks awful, completely awful. I don't get it, and I guess I never will. It's not for me to get. I tell you, it's yeah. Okay, so leaving off from last week, Ashley, she went to go tell Giselle and Robin that Monique wanted her to basically assassinate Candace's character and write a statement on her behalf about her incident with Candace with the butter knife. Once again, was Candace wrong for waving the butter knife, letting the butter knife from her hands, releasing the butter knife from her hands? Absolutely she was. But was she gonna stab Ashley with the butter knife? No. And I don't understand people who thinks that she was gonna stab. Can you even stab somebody with a butter knife? It's gonna take a lot of force for it to go through, I would think, because it's a butter knife. But like I said, and furthermore, to my understanding, if I can think back that far, Candace had put Ashley out of her house. Ashley came back in. Mistake number one. If somebody puts you out their home and you come back in, you asking to get tossed up. I mean, it's as simple as that. And this is not your home. This is their home. They stayed there regardless of whoever paying the bills. They stayed there wherever. Whether it was her mama's house, whether her mama was paying for her auntie, her grandma, her daddy, her granddaddy, whatever it is. Any place that's my family's place, that's my place too. So get out. And she came back in. Actually, Giselle in her hair escorted her back into the building. Who does that? Candace was so riled up, she should have got on Giselle and Ashley. I don't understand how Giselle starts the most stuff on the show, but she gets away scot free. She gets by scot free every single time. The root of all these issues on this show is Giselle. But I mean, I guess she's important to the show. You need somebody who's the pot stirrer. But I'm just saying, like, nobody. Giselle gets by scot free every single time. Is all y'all just blinded? Like, I don't get that. I'm literally sitting here watching this and have been watching this show for 5 seasons, and I'm literally watching Giselle start stuff, and nobody says a word. They all turn on each other, which is what she wanted. I don't get it. The only person that ever calls Giselle out is Karen, and then y'all all turn on Karen and pick on Karen. It's really irritating watching them age shame her. And Karen has more style and more grace than all y'all put together. And she's the most entertaining out of everybody. And she's fierce. Whether she's 57, 97, 82, however old Karen is. Karen is fierce. And Karen's dress is way better than you, Giselle. And stop trying to act like you're young. You ain't Karen ain't number a few years older than you, child. So please. Her tacky, dated ass. I'm so sick of Giselle. Oh, Lord. Karen can't even drink no more. She can't even be herself really on the show because she knows that y'all gonna talk about it. She got drunk last time off Fireball. And now she don't even want to express herself no more because y'all gonna talk about that lady. Y'all ought to be ashamed of y'allself, really. Just, ooh. Let me see. Candace's body is everything. Candace's body is everything. Candace's body is everything. Let me see. So they agreed. Well, Ashley agreed that she's not going to release this tea to Candace until later on in the episode at the party, at the Dominatrix party. That's when she's going to release the tea. That she wrote a statement on her in defense of Monique. I actually agreed with Rob and them on, it's not like Monique asked you to write a statement saying that supporting Monique and saying how good of a person she is so that it'll look good to the courts. She's asking you to do this for her to spite Candace, pretty much. And we all know that the reason why Ashley's doing it is because she feels like, I'm assuming, she feels like she owes a debt to the Samuels because they allegedly have that tape of Michael allegedly grabbing pussy, okay? A handful of it, okay? And squeezing it tight and holding on for dear life. So that is why Ashley is doing this. I don't think Ashley and Monique are that good of friends. They just have somebody they don't like in common. That's what I think it is, and we see that a lot. I don't think they're the best of friends. I don't understand. Ashley called Monique a drunk a few seasons ago. And people was tweeting Monique coming at Ashley saying, oh, that's why you miscarried and stuff, because you was a drunk and be falling out of cars and pulling up at liquor houses every other day. Wasn't it you, Ashley, that called that lady a drunk because she had one sip of wine and you know, something happened, I believe, with a car crash or whatever. Thank God she was okay. But you allegedly saying that that's why she had the car crash, because she was sloppy, pissy, drunk and was leaving the liquor house. Wasn't that you that said that about that lady? And all of a sudden everybody's team Ashley because she done had a baby. There's somebody having a baby right now. What does that mean? I know bad people that got 9 kids. What does that mean? She's a wife. She has kids. So would there be sympathy for Candace if she had kids? What if they both had kids? What if both Candace and Monique had kids? And papers was filed against Monique and all that. Would that change anything? No, because you just don't like the girl. Period. Stop trying to act like it's just why is it so difficult to say you just don't like somebody? I'll never get it. I'll never understand it. Just say it, Ashley, because that's exactly what. Regardless of who's ever wrong in this situation, Candace or Monique, whatever. Ashley, I'm talking to you. Just say that you just don't like Candace and call it a day. Just say that, and that's why you're doing that. You doing this as a get back to spite her because you're still mad and you're still upset. But you should have never you should have never accepted Candace's apology if you wasn't trying to really forgive her. You shouldn't have accepted it if you wasn't serious about it. All you could have said was, I need some time and whatever, and Candace would have had to respect it. Or not, but it would have been on her. Because you're faking and making it seem like y'all are turning over a new leaf and you're trying to move on past with her. But every time the group, everybody gets together, she's always bringing up what happened last year or 2 years ago with Candace. Petty and ridiculous. And I don't understand how Candace is labeled aggressive, but Ashley is not. Or, her mouth is reckless. Is Ashley's not? They all go back and forth on Twitter. I just don't get it. But I do get it, But it's just one of those colorism things that people don't want to talk about. That's what it is. It's just embedded into our psyche as people, that as people of color, as black folks, that we don't even think about it. But that's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. It doesn't make sense. Ashley comes off innocent and scot-free, and she's done way more than Candace has done to her. Child. What's the difference? What's the difference of Ashley calling Candace aggressive and she's violent and she waved a butter knife in my face and all that? What's the difference with that versus Candace saying that Monique is violent and she attacked me and all that kind of stuff? What's the difference? The only difference is that Ashley did not file charges against Candace, but now she pretty much doing it. Why you didn't do it back then, Ashley? You waited a year later? Uh-huh. You ain't slick, big head girl. You ain't slick. Let me see. I love Wendy and her husband's relationship for sure. I like them. They're cool. The girls go to this little rocks place on the shore. Candace and Giselle had a conversation about Karen. Candace don't necessarily trust Karen anymore and all that kind of stuff. She just don't know where their friendship and stuff lies. Candace, you do talk too much. No cap. You do talk too much. And I really wish you stop spilling your business and your feelings to Giselle. Out of all people, I really wish you find somebody else to talk to. Please, she is not the one. And you know that. Why you keep talking to that girl? That lady. Let me see. At one point, because they've had many dinner scenes, Wendy looked gorgeous in that yellow dress that she had on. At one of those dinner scenes, child, they have tons. Karen revealed that she's doing a wig line. She's coming out with a hairline, and that's good. Because Karen's hair be on point. And she said she wanted to invite the ladies. Robin asked, is Monique going to be there? Karen thought about it and said no, because it wouldn't be right for Monique to be there. But we saw a scene from next week that Monique did show up. That Karen is telling Monique something different. Now, Karen, I'm gonna need you to Now I love the Grand Dame. She's my favorite, but I'm gonna hold you to the fire a little bit, Grand Dame. Why are you telling the ladies one thing but telling Monique something different? as if they're not gonna find out when she walks in. Like, you need to keep it a buck, you need to keep it a G. All you had to say was, yes, Monique is coming, she's my friend. But I don't see it. Next, they edited it to make it look like that. But we're going to see if Monique actually shows up or did Karen actually invited her. I mean, it ain't no big deal. That's your friend, it's your friend. But you shouldn't have told these ladies that you did not invite her. It did not invite her, you actually did. So which one is it, Grand Dame? Nah. Alright, now I'm watching Karen now. But we'll see. Like I said, we'll see what next week brings. I do understand Monique not being invited to stuff, but also at this point, it's just like, for Monique got to be a fool to attack Candace again. She's not gonna do it again. Monique is gonna be on her best behavior if she comes around the crew. So I do understand that uncomfortableness in terms of with Candace, why she don't want her around. But everybody else, y'all need to stop. If Monique was going to fight any one of y'all, she could have been did it way before Candace became a cast member on the show. And she should have, really. Especially with Giselle. That's what makes me mad the most. Is that y'all two brown-skinned girls, gave these girls the satisfaction of seeing y'all fight. When they really could care less about both of y'all. That's what pissed me off. Probably the main person is why y'all fighting Giselle. But y'all fighting each other. That's why I hate, for example, seeing two women fighting over a man. He playing both of y'all, telling both of y'all different stuff, but y'all fighting over his sorry tail. Like, come on, y'all need to get together and tear him up. It's irritating. Anyway. Let me see. Is there anything else that happened in this episode? Giselle and Jamal's relationship. I don't think there is a relationship, to be honest with you. But okay, we can play. We can sit. We can kiki. I'm not impressed because I just think it's smoke and mirrors, darling. Hollywood. Lights, camera, action. But I mean, whatever they say, them people in love, so they in love. Y'all gonna go to the church? Well, Giselle, the first lady. Okay. But I do agree, the ladies, they're irritated with Giselle as to why Jamal's not around. But everybody else, husbands get to be around. I agree with that. Somebody please come at her at some point with something. My God. Oh, child. We get to the Dominatrix thing. Candace looked great. She was dressed all the way up. Giselle looked tacky and awful and cheap. And awful and tacky and cheap. And really, her and Ashley looked similar. She looked tacky and awful and cheap. And yeah. The Grand Dame came fully clothed. She really didn't want to participate and stuff. I'm sure just Karen had something cute to wear and all that, but she knew that the ladies was gonna talk about her, and so she didn't participate. And I just hate that. And leaving her off the hat line, Robin embellish line, leaving her off was just ugly. In my opinion, it was just ugly. But ain't nobody paying that much for them bedazzled hats, so I mean, we ain't too much worried about it, but it was still ugly. It was ugly. If you're going to include every single other person, you could have included Karen. Regardless of no matter what you thought about her pictures or her or whatever, you could have used her. And to say that in front of everybody, awful. Awful. That's why you're broke, Robin. Anyway, So they get to a little event. They started talking, having sex talk and talking about stuff. And so Ashley tells, I don't know. I just don't see any of them. I think they're all beautiful women, but most of them, I just don't see them in a sexy kind of way, if that makes sense. The only person who I can see that gives that is Candace, in my opinion. Everybody else, they're all attractive. They're all beautiful women and all that. But it's the difference from being pretty or beautiful versus being sexy. There's a lot of people who are not traditionally attractive, but they're sexy. They have sex appeal about them. Giselle is a beautiful woman, but there's nothing sexy about her to me. At all. Robin has more of a sex appeal than Giselle does. Giselle is just, I don't know. Maybe it's just the tacky outfits and the ponytail with the bobby pins sticking out, the black bobby pins sticking out, but the hair is blonde and the different texture changes and her attitude. It's a lot of things working against Giselle. Regardless of her beauty, there's a lot of things that makes her look unattractive. So anyway, I'm gonna get off Giselle because I can stay on her all day. So Ashley tells Candace, and Wendy jumps in it again. That's what she does. She jumps in stuff. And she was just like, you used that to come at her. That was some snake-like stuff. I tell you what, if Wendy likes you, she likes you, and she will stand up for you, whether you ask her to or not. She will give her opinion. She will stick up for her friends. I will give her that. I need a friend like Wendy. Because Wendy interjects herself into every single conversation. She really does. And of course Candace started getting emotional, and Ashley sitting there talking, and Karen on the sideline. It needed to be said. It needed to be said. Maybe Karen was privy to this information as well. It is more apparent now to me that Karen is more on Monique's side than Candace. And that's fine if that's how you feel. But just say that. Just say that. Be upfront. One thing I do appreciate about Ashley is that she is upfront. And she is, well, not really. I mean, she talked to Robin and Giselle about what she was going to do before she did it, but at least she actually did it and told it to her face, right? I still don't agree with her. I still don't really care for Ashley, but I mean, what are you going to do? It is what it is. Candace, you got to stop being emotional and stop letting these folks get to you like that. There's a target on your back. You just got to be strong. You got to take that and rock with it. It's part of being a beautiful black woman. Catch. Okay. We've seen it many times. But don't be stupid, Candace. Don't mess up your money because of Monique. That girl ain't gonna touch you no more. You better bring your tail back next season. You better do that. Don't mess up your money. I don't know what else you doing. You better make a whole album. Don't mess up your money for Monique. I can't film with her, and all y'all girls are replaceable. Don't do that. Don't do that. Is that it? Ashley had a scene with well, no, she was talking to Michael on the phone, and I don't like Michael calling Candace that girl, and I don't like that woman and these women, and it's just, I don't like the undertones of that and what that gives. But y'all know that Ashley married her daddy. She wanted a relationship with her daddy, so she married her daddy. Daddy, father figure, child. And she worshiped the ground that white man walk on. We're gonna let that go. That's for a different topic, ain't it? Anything else I want to talk about? I think that's it, y'all. Next week, Potomac is bringing it every single week, and next week is gonna be interesting. We'll see. Monique is back into the fold. Monique looks good. We don't see her. She looks real good. Yeah, look. I just want to show y'all this tweet real quick. Brittany M. Donald says, raise your hands if you think this should be Wendy's first and final season. This is it here. Hey, girl. And look at all the retweets. People saying, give me two hands. Can I put a foot in it? People really, really, really hate Wendy. She is super irritating. She is. But I don't understand how Wendy is so unacceptable, but Ashley and Giselle are acceptable. Is it because we've just been knowing them longer? So we accept their mess? I don't know what it is. I'm not saying these people are colorists is saying this. I'm not saying the girl who tweeted it is colorist or nothing like that. I'm not saying that. But all this stems in colorism to me. It just does. How the lighter skinned people can get away with stuff, but the darker skinned people can't. It doesn't make sense. Robin has not had a storyline for years. It's been the same storyline for years, but y'all don't want to get rid of Robin. But y'all want to get rid of Wendy. At least Wendy's more have given more drama this season than Robin ever gave. Robin only gives drama when somebody come at her. Other than that, I ain't even about to get on it. I'm gonna go because this video gonna be too long, child. I'm gonna get upset. Give her at least one more season, y'all. That's what I say. But you know. People can have their own opinion, whatever. But I just don't think one of these ladies, I just don't think any of these ladies are worse than the other one, except for Giselle. I don't know. And Ashley's second. Anyway, with that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at Iskizworld on Instagram and Twitter. At Iskizworld89 on Snapchat. Chase King on Facebook. Mr. Chalaki on Cash App and PayPal. And as always, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned. I'll see you guys later. Bye.